news. And so the breaking news here today is the Browns signing Kareem Hunt. I believe it's officially official. The Browns are going to sign Kareem Hunt. Of course, the Nick Chubb injury, just horrendous the other night. We feel for Nick Chubb. Browns are bringing Kareem Hunt back. Jerome Ford was fantastic in relief of Nick Chubb the other night. But some insurance here for the Browns with Kareem Hunt. Does he have anything left, Sam?
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. We didn't talk too much about the Nick Chubb injury yesterday with Trev. We mentioned it, but we didn't actually linger on it. So maybe that's something we can talk about a little bit now. But yeah, I mean, Kareem Hunt was an obvious solution to that, right? A player that used to be a combination with Nick Chubb and then was sort of let go and hadn't caught on anywhere else. But in this world now of uncertainty in that Cleveland backfield, bringing back a guy that you know fairly intimately makes a lot of sense, even if he doesn't end up being the bell cow in that backfield, but simply having that contingency, I think, is smart from Cleveland's point of view. And, you know, the last time we saw Kareem Hunt, he looked very good. It's a little bit confusing why he hadn't caught on somewhere already, unless the NFL has simply decided that, you know, at this point in his career, he's probably not got anything left and hasn't really dove into that. Maybe he was asking for too much money or whatever, but I think it makes sense for both parties.
Yeah, I mean, look, let's celebrate Nick Chubb here for a minute. The guy has been just outstanding. I love that our old friend Mike Renner, rest in peace, tweeted out the Nick Chubb unbelievable carry from 2014. He was a true freshman. It was week 1 against Clemson. Clemson was awesome that year defensively. Their entire defense gets drafted, and Nick Chubb, as a true freshman, runs through the entire defense. He looked like, I think my early comparison was a bigger Maurice Jones-Drew, who's like a bowling ball to tackle, and probably faster too, right? Bowling ball to tackle, but also with breakaway speed. And then Chubb gets injured in college, really bad knee injury. The Schefter tweet the other day that rehashed the whole thing. And Chubb was not the same for a couple of years. And then when he's finally healthy in the NFL, just averages 5 yards per carry every single year. As much as we like to downplay the effectiveness of running backs given the rest of their circumstances, I believe there are a few when they're on the field that make a consistent impact. It is Nick Chubb, Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry. There are a few, Alvin Kamara, I think, when healthy, right? When they are out there, they are elevating the offensive line. They're not only what I think Chubb did really well, has done very well, maximizing what's there with home run ability as well, right? Sometimes you have like a David Montgomery who just kind of gets what's there, doesn't have breakaway ability. You have a Saquon Barkley. I don't think he maximizes what's there, but he's got breakaway ability, right? Anytime Saquon's going to go 60. Nick Chubb can do it all, right? He'll get you your 3, 4, 5 when it's there, but he'll also get you 60 if needed. And that's why I think Nick Chubb has been so good, so effective, running that mostly zone scheme for the Browns. So, yeah, tough loss for the Browns because not only is Nick Chubb really good, but some teams just lean on the run game more than others, and the Browns have. And they've had as good of a run game with Nick Chubb as any team in the league besides the Ravens over the last few years. So, tough loss, and Nick Chubb, really a special player.
Yeah, I really feel for Nick Chubb. He's been spectacular. I think he's been the best pure ball carrier in the NFL over his NFL career, really, right up there. I think ahead of Derrick Henry, but certainly in that category. And the really concerning thing for him, I think, is it's the same knee that he tore to bits in college, which I don't know if that many people even know that happened since he's been such a good player in the NFL, but he had a really bad knee injury in college. It's the same knee. Josina Anderson is reporting today that he might need multiple surgeries on that already, like before they've even gone in. That's probably not a great sign. So, look, just hope for his sake that, I mean, he's an absolute physical freak show. You know, you've seen the videos of him like running track in high school where he's like twice the size of the people he's running against. We've seen the videos of him doing those off-season workouts, you know, squatting 1,000,000 pounds and all those kinds of things. He's clearly an insane physical specimen, and just hope for his sake that translates to healing and he's going to come back, 100%, even if it takes some time. But absolutely horrible, brutal injury. And you really feel for a guy who, by all accounts, is a great person as well as a great player. Sucks for him, sucks for the Browns.
So Kareem Hunt getting signed here by the Browns. I believe Jerome Ford looked, like I said, looked really good. He had what was it? More yards after contact than actual yards, because he had those couple big runs where he's contacted at the line and turned them into big plays. It was a one-night deal, but Ford looked pretty good the other night. I think he'll get first crack at replacing Nick Chubb, and then Kareem Hunt, who has a history of being a pretty shrewd receiver, guy that you can move around the formation. We'll see if he has anything left, but assuming Hunt will be more of the backup option for Jerome Ford here going forward.
Yep. That'll be an interesting thing to monitor, like how much workload they give Kareem Hunt and how good he looks.